In this video, I'm going to show you how to buy land in the Otherside metaverse like a damn hustler. A lot of disinformation is out there telling everybody that you need to get a Koda to be the most valuable land. Trust me, I know firsthand that couldn't be further from the truth. I actually own over $500,000 worth of land in the other side, and I know firsthand this is not the case. I have to learn the hard way. So I want to make this video to let you guys know that is not the case. There's other opportunities that's far more cheaper, that's far more valuable, that does not even have a Koda. And in this video, I'm going to share my knowledge with you guys on how you could get yours at the best price that's worth more than these Koda lands. So without further ado, let's go bank that coin. Here, rank this guy at 5,808. What? People post him, they think it's not valuable, and they're selling some valuable freaking land for dirt cheap. Look at this rank, 2,814, guys, without any Koda. This is worth way more than a Koda that's priced at 30 Ethereum. And we got this blue, let's just call it the Koda fart jar. So this is a land that has the Koda. Oh my god, it's worth so much. Oh, it's worth so much. No, it's not. Okay, all it has is a Koda and nothing else. All right, now according to good old Lucky Trader, our friends at luckytrader.com, they say this is ranked 24,926. And I just showed you some other examples of lands that doesn't have Kodas. That's ranked 2,814. That's ranked 5,808. That's ranked 2,793 without any Kodas, right? And we come to this dude over here. He's 24,926. You're probably saying, hey man, something's wrong with that algorithm at Lucky Trader. No, it's not. It's because all he has is the Koda and nothing else, bro. Okay, and what is he trying to sell this for? Highest offers at 17 ETH, bro. You're wasting your money. Why is he ranked so high with no Koda? I'll tell you why. Because why is he ranked so high with no Koda? I'll tell you why. Why is he ranked so high with no Koda? It's the crypto lifestyle, baby. You heard that correctly, ladies and gentlemen. You do not need a Koda to bank some serious coin here or to find a gem. You do not need that. I'm going to prove that to you guys in this very video right off the bat. I'm going to dive into it and share with you guys the other different attributes and metrics that you need to really look out for. And most people are just going after the Kodas. And there's a lot of Koda lands out there that is extremely overvalued. And there's a lot of lands out there that is extremely undervalued. And this is the basis of today's video. Okay, guys? We're going to go over the different tiers. We're going to compare those different tiers and those different metrics to the Kodas that is out there. And you guys are going to freaking be like, holy crap, this is true. All right, guys, I'm going to show you guys in this very video. But hey, look, if you're new here, my name is Francis and I'm a metaverse landlord. I own metaverse land across the most sought after metaverses and high foot traffic locations. And the reason why I make these videos is because a lot of you guys don't understand this technology. This is an expected and estimated multi-trillion-dollar industry. Myself and the Metropolitans, we plan to extract $1 billion, which is only 0.01% from this expected market share. So if that sounds interesting to you, do subscribe and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss anything. And also join our Metropolitan Telegram chat below. We are conducting our sale as we speak, where I'm sacrificing my most prized possession in the Otherside metaverse, which is ranked a top 200 land out of 97,000 of these lands that are listed on OpenSea right now. And we also have an estate in Sandbox metaverse where we are also sacrificing and building the workforce over there. So do check it out. Some really interesting talks in the chat. Okay, so what other metrics do you have to look out for other than just a freaking Koda? Okay, that's just basic common knowledge, but let me tell you, it's misleading as well. So we got things like artifacts, and you know, they do rank them here in chronological order in terms of rarity. So you might want to come here and check that out, right? Like some of them actually have 1 of 1, which is pretty damn cool. And it goes up, it goes up, it goes up. So that's one of the categories there, okay? Then we're looking at something called an environment, which is important. This is very important. There's 29 of them. And once again, they are ranked in chronological order from most rare all the way up. So chaos is the most rare. There's only 108 of them out there, okay? And it goes to acid, botanical, luster, sludge, so on and so forth, okay? Then we got to come down here to, of course, the sediment, which is essentially 5, right? And this is what most people know, right? You got the infinite expanse all the way up to the biogenic swamp, which is the most rare one. And then chemical goo is the second rarest. And it goes to rainbow atmos, then cosmic dream, and back to the infinite expanse. Then we got to look at something called the environment tier, which people are overlooking as well. There's 5 of them, and we're going to show you this in the actual metrics. Of course, we're talking about Koda as well. That's well documented. There's about 10,000 of these Kodas that will exist, but that's not the only metric that's going to make your land valuable, and I'm going to share that and prove that with you guys in this very video. So stay tuned till the end. Now we got something here. Now this is the most overlooked metric, okay? The sediment tier. Okay, I like to call it the sediment grade because the sediment has tiers of its own, 1 to 5, as I just showed you, but this is a different metric within that metric. Okay, so let's refer to the sediment tier as a sediment grade. Now, when we come on over to the Otherside metaverse official website, this right here is what we're talking about. This is the sediment, right? So this is how it is, right? You guys should know this by now. As I just alluded to, infinite expanse all the way to the biogenic swamp. All right, and over here are the Kodas. Okay, guys. This is the Kodas, well documented. We don't have to go through that. We got things like the natural materials, like the anima, the aura, the shard, and root. So root is wood, this is stone, this is research, this is metal. One could imagine this will play a huge part when it comes to building on these lands. These types of resources will be extremely valuable to how you want to build on this metaverse. And you know me, I'm a metaverse landlord. That's what we do. We build. We plan to actually build on most of our lands that we have. Okay, and by the way, I own over $500,000 worth of land in the Otherside metaverse. I know what I'm talking about in terms of, overvalued and what's undervalued and all that Koda stuff. Kodas are important, but it's not the only thing that's going to make your land freaking valuable. Okay, so we also have things like treasures and tools, which is also known as artifacts. We got this weird looking dude. We got this blue orb. We have this sort of like, I don't know, Mayan calendar, whatever you want to call it. And we got this blue, let's just call it the Koda fart jar. We got the potion here. We got a shovel of some description, an axe, so on and so forth. A chomp. We got like a couple of these chomps, which is one of the rarest artifacts as well. I think it's like 0.07% that only exists. Okay, and this is the description of the NFT. I'm not going to bore you guys with this information. I'm just going to give you the real shit, the stuff that you really need to know. Okay, so let's get right to it. So this is the 22 lands that I owned, where we did minting, and we also went to the secondary market before the reveal. And the one right here, you guys should know this one here by now. This is the one that I'm pretty much sacrificing for my Metropolitans, which is my most prized possession. Ranked right now 177 out of 97,000 lands that is on OpenSea. Extremely valuable. Now, people might think it's valuable because it has a Koda. That's not the freaking case here. Okay, let's actually break this down. So, yes, it has a Koda, but by the way, it's actually filled up across the board with the artifact, with the Koda, with all resources as well. Okay, that's the first thing you guys should notice. And the second thing you should really notice is the actual rarity. So the artifact, which is a Santiago, there's only 88 of them, or 0.09%. That's extremely valuable for an artifact. That's one of the rarest artifacts out there. Go check it out on OpenSea, right? You could see in that filter section. Now, Western Resource, the Priorem, that's 0.09% as well. That makes it valuable combined with all those things. And then as we go down to the environment tier, which is 3 out of 5, right in the middle, that's pretty damn freaking it's respectful. Okay, and we also have Southern Resource that adds to the toolkit, that adds to our toolbox. Okay, it may not be the rarest, but it does add to the other rare ones that we have along with the Koda. Okay, Eastern Resource, once again, it's not the rarest, but it adds to the toolkit. Okay, and sediment tier is 1. If this was a 3, this probably would be worth about 120, right? Ranked 120, because yeah, that's a metric that's going to make your land more valuable if you have it at the 3 metric point. Okay, now let's move on to another example. So look at this one. This is a perfect example for you guys. This has no Koda on it. It has an artifact, and it has 2 other resources. That's it. But why is this valuable? Which, by the way, this is part of my portfolio as well. Now, according to Lucky Trader, they ranked this guy at 5,808. What? Why is he ranked so high with no Koda? I'll tell you why. Because it doesn't always come down to Koda. Koda is just one of the other attributes that actually matters. Okay, it's not the only one that matters, ladies and gentlemen. So Eastern Resource, a geopillar, is 0.07%. Only 69 exist out of 97,000 of these lands, guys. Okay, you're only going to find 69 out of all of that. So that's pretty damn rare. And then we come to the Celestial Heart, 0.34%. You combine the Celestial Heart with this extremely rare resource, okay, and let's with another Western resource, which isn't that rare, but once again, it adds to the damn toolkit or the toolbox, right? Okay, and look at this sediment tier 3. Okay, this is 20%. This is the rarest one. Again, if you go to the filter section, you put in 2 of 2 sediment tier, you're going to see it's like 30%. Then you put 1 of 3, I think it's like 50%, something like that. This is the rarest at 20%, ladies and gentlemen. Environment tier 3 out of 5, so it's in the middle. That does help the value of this as well, okay? So all of those things combined makes this ranked 5,808 because of two real factors here, okay? I would say 2.5. This rare resource, this rare artifact, combined with the Sediment Tier 3, which is the rarest one, makes this 5,808 ranked out of 97,000 land masses on OpenSea, which, by the way, actually is more valuable than most quotas out there. That's, you know, selling for 30 Ethereum, 25 Ethereum, 19 Ethereum, which we'll get to shortly. This is worth more than that, okay? And I'll get to that shortly once again. But let's go to this prime time example, ladies and gentlemen. And I wonder who owns this. I wonder who scooped this one up. Hint, hint, hint. This was my hustler mode, man. So as you can see here, this has no Koda. This is not a biogenic swamp. This is not a chemical goo, okay? But it does have an artifact, and it does have 4 resources. The only thing that's missing is that darn Koda, okay? And as we come over here, this is a very rare resource, Luminite, okay? 0.07%, ladies and gentlemen. The artifact is a celestial heart, only 0.34% or 336 that exists. Right there in itself really makes this valuable, okay? And of course, it adds to the toolbox, okay? The right here, their Eastern resource, not the rarest, but hey, that box is checked. All right, better than not having anything there, along with those 2 rare artifact and the actual resource that I showed you at the top right there. Okay, Northern resource. Right, there's quite a few of these. This is 13%, but again, it adds to the toolbox. Okay, Sediment, Cosmic Dream, it's number 3. I can live with that. Not too bad, not too good, but it's average. Okay, it's actually above average. The Brimstone, not the rarest, but it also adds to the toolbox. Okay, guys, and I could go on and on and on. Sediment is number 1. If this was number 3, look at this rank, 2,814, guys, without any Koda. This is worth way more than a Koda that's priced at 30 Ethereum. Okay, and you know, whoever bought that for a good price, good for you. I wonder who that was. I think that one went for like 7 ETH. Okay, this is another example. Okay, guys, there is no Koda here. Okay, as a matter of fact, all he has is a resource. He has 3 resources out of 4, no Koda, no artifact. And according to Lucky Trader, this is ranked 2,793. Why? Extremely rare resource. Okay, this is only 54 that exist, or 0.06% rarity. And then it's a chemical goo sediment. So that combined with that rare resource really makes it go up in value. Okay, and look at this, environmental tier 3. And that's about it. Where is this sediment tier 2? So a respectful sediment tier as well. As you can see, 30%. If you got the third one, that's 20%. It makes it more rare, which adds a value to your land. But this is ranked 2,793 without a Koda, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, listen to me. Okay, there's only 54 of these resources, and there's 10,000 Kodas. What's more rare? Sure, the Kodas have utility. They could go to other lands and get resources. But guess what? This is that much more valuable, guys. Okay, so people might be putting the price with the Koda much higher, but they're not. They don't know the actual valuation. They're going off of what the market says, or what people, not the market rather, but what was marketed to them. Okay, that was marketed to them, and they didn't really do their research. Okay, so let's go on to some real examples that's going to paint a clear picture for you. So this is a land that has a Koda. Oh my god, it's worth so much. Oh, it's worth so much. No, it's not. Okay, all it has is a Koda, nothing else. All right, now according to good old Lucky Trader, our friends at luckytrader.com, they say this is ranked 24,926, and I just showed you some other examples of lands that doesn't have Kodas. That's ranked 2,814. That's ranked 5,808. That's ranked 2,793 without any Kodas, right? And we come to this dude over here. He's 24,926. You're probably saying, hey man, something's wrong with that algorithm at Lucky Trader. No, it's not. It's because all he has is a Koda and nothing else, bro. Okay? And what is he trying to sell this for? You know, well, this is not for buy, but highest offers at 17 ETH, bro. You're wasting your money. You need to take that 17 Ethereum and go look for the lands that I just showed you guys. The untapped gems. The gems that are on the market right now that nobody's looking at, really. I can't say nobody, but most people aren't looking at. All they're looking at is Koda, and they're missing the point here. All right? That's very important to note. Now, let's carry on to another example of a Koda that actually has artifacts. Is it? No, that actually has resources here, though. He has 2 resources and a Koda. One might think, oh my god, bro, that's worth so much. Well, they want 21.42 Ethereum, and that's overvalued, and I'll tell you exactly why that's overvalued. Because, yeah, he has a Koda, that's great, but look at this damn resource. Where is it? Runa, 2.76. It's not that rare, to be honest. You see runas all the time. His environment is that. His environment tier is 4. That's not too bad. His northern resource, though, is the bone stone, which is not that rare either, right? We want something in the 0.0 something percent or under 1% at least, right? But best case, to make it even more valuable, under 0.1%. All right, guys? And look at this. With the Koda, with 2 resources, it's ranked 23,884. Why? Because his other supporting resources or artifacts, well, he has no artifact, is not that rare. So it don't matter if he has a Koda, right? This is why it's ranked 23,000, because he doesn't have any true rare resources or artifacts. Okay, guys? So that is freaking overvalued. Okay, what else do we got here? Another example, 29.5 Ethereum. He has a Koda, and he has 3 resources out of 4 and no artifact. Okay, guys? Right? I think you're getting the picture over here. You're starting to understand this a little bit better now. This is ranked 14,622. Not terrible, but it ain't worth no 30.5 Ethereum. Okay? So, right? So let's break this down over here. Environment tier 5. Okay, that's great. That's great. I'll give him that. Eastern resource is not that rare. We're looking at a 2.79%. We want something that's 0.0 something percent, or at least under 1%, right? He got the lunarium as well. Not that rare, right? Not that rare. And that's where the party ends for this dude pretty much. And sediment tier is 1. Okay, again, if you want that 3, it's going to make your value even that much more. So why is this ranked 14,622? I just told you why. His resources aren't that valuable, and he doesn't have an artifact, but he has a Koda. So that's misleading, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so again, let's go over this and let's come back to this prime example. This guy has no Koda. This guy is not even a biogenic swamp. Okay, the most sought after sediment. But why is it worth so much? Well, this is exactly why it's worth so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let us carry on over to this slide right here. Okay, let's go to the top. The luminite is 0.07%. That resource is that much more valuable, right, with the other supporting resources and artifacts right here. Celestial heart at 0.34%. Okay, and we do have more to add to the toolbox, right? We got this eastern resource, boom, not that rare, but it adds to the freaking rarity when you have those other 2 metrics in place. Okay, and we have a southern resource as well, and we also have an eastern resource as well. Okay, sediment tier, again, if it was 3, then this will be ranked probably about 1,900 something. Okay, guys? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you need to look after. And we're not done yet because, I want to show you guys something else. So location would matter. What's going to happen here is you'll be able to rent out these lands. You'll be able to actually build the games, build the experiences, and also mine for these resources. Okay, so there's a bunch of things we could do here, but one can only imagine, just like all metaverses, location will matter. And this is my actual land that I own, what I claim with my Bored Ape Yacht Club. It's 1155, and as you can see, man, I am sitting pretty here, very close to the center of the actual Bored Ape Clubhouse. If you click it, you're going to see Bored Ape Yacht Club. This is their clubhouse, and I am not too far from them. So what happens here now with these lucky trader algorithms and, any other website that uses rarity, they go off of exactly that, rarity and numbers. They don't put the map location into consideration. And when we look at my actual one right here, it's ranked 14,161, right? Okay, it's a biogenic swamp sediment. Boom, that's big. Right? It has an artifact, 0.62%. Boom, that's big. Not the rarest, but it's still great. Southern resource. I do have a southern resource. It's not the rarest, but it adds to the toolbox. I also have a Runa. It's not that rare, but it adds to the toolbox, right? The category psychedelic is not the greatest. And sedimentary is 1. I would have loved to see a 3. However, this is not the true number because again, because of the location. Right? They don't put that into consideration. I just showed you guys I'm situated somewhere right here. Okay, around this point right here. I just lost a point, but you guys saw it before. Okay, so that will up my value. Maybe put this guy at from 14,000 to maybe 10,000. I'm top 10,000 with my location. Maybe more. We'll see. But I do plan to build, and that's going to make the valuation of it that much more valuable. Okay, so the last thing I want to share with you guys is something that you could go after yourself right now. And again, using Lucky Trader is really great, but this metric is not going to be in here. What we're talking about is we're going to go after human error. Okay, so when you come to the actual recently created tab, you're going to find people that just probably minted or are now going to be listing here that didn't really do their research, right? And that's where, a lucky someone was able to seek out this opportunity here. Because again, most people are going for Kodas and thinking that the Koda is most expensive. And when they see that they mint something like this, they're like, oh man, it doesn't have a Koda, man, it's worth nothing. And they post it for stupid prices like freaking, right here, 699 ETH, which is a steal of a deal. As I just showed you guys, this is worth more than these freaking Kodas that are going for 29.5 Ethereum. Okay, this is worth more than that. Okay, I just showed you guys that. All right, so what you could do is you come on over here and you do the same things I just shared with you guys. Look at the recently created ones and see what you can find. Right? What are we looking at right here? I'm not going to go do this right now because it'll take up forever. But yeah, this is not worth it. You need to find one like this, but it has to be combined with an even rarer resource, okay? Or if you can have all of these boxes checked without the Koda, that could be very much so valuable. And then you want to come on over to Lucky Trader and plug that in and see what you can find, because people posting, they think it's not valuable and they're selling some valuable freaking land for dirt cheap. So that's your opportunity where you could go and sort out, man. Look, I hope this video shed some more light for you. Do come join us in the Metropolitan chat if you want to know how you can get a piece of this action right here, which is the top 200 land out of 97,000, and also how you can get a piece of the action of the Sandbox Metaverse land that I'm also going to be giving away to my Metropolitans. Okay, guys? So you know what? You ain't really much have to say other than until the next video, you're on your own. Later.